Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Shankar Babu connecting to you from Konark. We are in the famous Sun Temple, Padmakesarideula, built by King Narasimhadeva in the year 1250. And I presented about this in 2016 and visited along with Tamil Heritage Trust. Now, this is a family trip and rediscovering the Konark, and I am trying to give a short overview of Konark Temple in the next 10-15 minutes. Now, we are seeing the grand edifice of Konark. And this is built in 1250 by King Narasimhadeva, and this is an ASA monument, and it has got the plan, the kitchen, this is the Sun Temple, and then you have Natamandira, and then you have the Jagmohana and Deula brought together in a platform, and you have the Bhogamandapa here, and it has got 4 entrances. Main entrance is Simhadwara, and then Aswadwara, and this is there is no entrance here, and there is an elephant Dwara. So 4 entrances and subsidiary mandapams for all these things. And the end you see a small Chayadev temple, which is the original temple of Sun. Here in front you have the Natamandira, the first one. Logically, the first one will be the Bhogamandapa, which is in 4th in the line, and the first one to be there. But here, this is there on the southeast corner as per South Indian Vastu. So only 3 mandapas in line for this. And as you enter, you see the Gajasimha. Gajasimha, this is a concept where humans' pride and prejudice is subdued by pure power, and then that is again subdued by the intelligence. So this Gajasimha motive is spread all over the temple in many locations. Now we are climbing the steps into the Natamandira. It is strenuous. I did 1 round of photography and then doing the second round for videography. So this is a beautifully decorated one. At the earlier time, imagine it would have got a roof like this, and it would have been beautiful, and where the dances used to happen and people used to view it from all over the place. When you see this, earlier up to the entrance there used to be shops. Now kudos to ASA, they cleaned up all the way, and then we have a reception center there. And on the left side you see the list of iron bars that have been kept, that is used as part of this one. From 1960s it has been left in open and still not rusted badly. This is the central one. These 4 pillars, center pillars, split up this into 16 components, and here on the side you have option to climb up to the next level, and each pillar is richly decorated with the dancing damsels and Gajaviyalas and beautiful motifs. Moving over, you see the grand view of the next monument. This is called Jagmohana, the second building in a Odisha architecture. This is where typically people stand and pray. If you see this, it has got a Amalaka Shikara and Beki, this is called the neck portion, which is held by 8 lines. And after that, 3 layers of potalas, each one having 5. And these 3 layers, this is of Pida type of temple. And you can see on the first floor, Badras, Veera Badras, and then second floor you can see dancing damsels. All of them are life-size or more than life-size figures. And if you see the wall, this is the grand entrance, and this grand entrance is lined by 7 lines of Dwarashakas. Here, this is done in granite, and the rest of the thing is in sandstone, and in the volcanic stone that is available here. So probably this is the work of South Indian sculptors from Pandya kingdom, who were also working on this. You see this one? Basically, this structure was about to crumble, and what they did was, in 1906, they closed the entrance. You can see the bricks inside. They closed the entrance and started filling up sand from above. And even for that time, it took 3 years to fill up the entire temple inside with sand. You can imagine how big it is. Now we are descending the steps to the next level. And this is full of 2 layers of this one. And we got a circular step, beautiful steps from where you can view whatever is happening in this Jagmohana. And this is a view of Natamandir. This Natamandira is very famous for small, minute sculptures all over the place, and you need to enjoy them one by one. I am just giving a sample view. See, here we have Digbalas, Nritti, and then you have Southeast Yama, and a lot of dancing figures, and minute king going to war, and then king going to elephant fight, and then king killing lions, like that. There are a lot of beautiful filigranes, and bottom things are filled with small temples like mundis. Mundis also of 3 types. Now we go to the grand Konark. Before this, we visit a few things. Before doing any big temple, they do yaga, and then they do foundation stone, and then they have 2 pillars. This is called Upas. This is Yaga Stamba, when yaga is done for this temple. Next to this, we have a well for the temple, and here we see the Bhoga Mandapa, the grand Bhoga Mandapa of the temple, which is of a huge size. Normally it is in alignment, and there is also an extra dance mandapa here. If you visualize this, this is visualized and structured to be like a chariot for sun. Imagine the sun here at the sunrise. The rays of sun would have fallen into the sanctum beautifully through this, and it would have been a grand spectacle. Now, this chariot concept is implemented by having 3 horses here and 4 horses on the opposite side. Unfortunately, these horses are damaged by our kids by dancing and other things. And it contains the lower Bada portion. The pedestal portion is around 18 feet high. You can see this, and full of 24 chakras. 24 chakras of 12 each on each side on protruding, so that 24 chakras draw each for a rasi, 2 pairs for a rasi, and which goes into the solar rotation, and 7 horses for 7 days. They say that this chakras can be done as a solar dial, where you do analysis of, you put a stick and then by analyzing the shadow you can see what time it is. Here, this is a very, very unique picture where 3 gods are being prayed together. The 3 primary gods, the linga on the left, and then the second one is the Puri Jagannath, and third one is the Mahishasuramarthini. All the 3 gods are being prayed by King Narasimhadeva. It has got in between lot of erotic structures also. But people come here to see the erotic structures, which is around hardly 10% of the total count. See this, one of the complete wheels where you have the spoke, the pin, and the design in the pin, and then you have sharp quarters. This continues. Now we are coming to the south side. The south side is Aswadwara, where you have 2 horses, which is the state emblem of Odisha. The south entrance looks like this, pretty damaged, and it has been reconstructed by buttress work and not allowed to climb. See, this is the Jagmohana. And after that, you have a dilapidated structure. That is what is Deula or the sanctum. Now, what you see here is only the wall portion, and then beyond that, there was a beautiful vimana which lasted going to around 210 feet. For perspective, our Bragadishwara temple is around 220 plus. So one of the tallest buildings in medieval India at the time. And this is one of the other, this is one beautiful panel where you have a chakra, you have a lot of erotic panels, and you can see a war event happening. And what is that you are seeing here? A beautiful, unique animal from Africa, a giraffe being presented to the king, and the king watching the war and other portions from above. We are moving on. See, this Gajasimha concept is there, and it will be protruding from all places like this. So one of the fallen Gajasimhas is displayed here for this one. Again, one more chakra. One more, 3 sides. And the top portion is for people to look up and ogle, and then bottom portion is for the kids, that is adults only row, and this is the U row. This U row contains a lot of beautiful Sardula concept here. See, if you see this, the Sardula concept is the lion killing the elephant. It is a aphorism for the Hinduism suppressing the Buddhism, which was dominant in Odisha at the time. Each chakra is different in motive and design. When you see this, on all the 3 sides, you have 3 separate sun temples. It is called, here you can see on the top one beautiful large 20 feet idol of Surya with all the supportive people. And like that, 3 Nisha temples are there on 3 sides. So this is the morning sun, and this is afternoon, and other side is the evening sun. So what would have been a grand spectacle now is only with the crumbled walls. But let us see how it was earlier. This is how it was earlier. What we are seeing here is the earlier Surya temple. Now it is mentioned as Chaya temple, and it is the earlier Surya temple. It was built. If you see this, the main temple is built almost in scale, design, and proportions to this old Surya temple. This is crowded. And here also you can see the artwork, which you won't be able to see due to the grandness of the big one. Whereas here you can see, because of the smaller size, the foundation, the wall portion, and the roof. Here also the roof has gone and only the wall portion is remaining. Now here you see, like how we are seeing on the on the south side, you see a similar ornamented Surya with the Pingala and Mundi on the bottom, and with the Chaya, Uday is missing. So like that on all three sides there will be sculptures. What you see is still an early one which was unearthed in 1960s, 70s, when this entire area was submerged in sand. That it was excavated later, but it is an interesting brick temple where one of the rare brick temples, and the two typical of a Dravida or the basic Nagara style which is available in 7th, 8th century. Here you can see the brick structure, and for place sake, it is a Narayana temple. For place sake, they have put Surya. You can identify this by Varaha and Kurma avatars, which are available here in the front. Now from here we see a grand view of the temple, and we are going back to the old Surya temple to see the remaining ones, and we will go to the back side. This was the temple which was unearthed at a later point of time when they were cleaning. When Britishers saw this temple in 1800s, this entire area was submerged in sand